Good day. It's 2:00 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time here in New York City. My name is Robert Farrell. I want to share with you and engage with you how I work smart online, how my students work smart online. I want to basically give you a simple tour of how this can be done. Now, this is not rocket science. This is not get rich quick. If you're tired of the snake oil and the nonsense that's out there, then you're really going to be entertained and get a lot of value from what I'm about to teach you. Now, I'm not here to sell you, not a thing. I want to educate you as to the possibilities and the opportunity. I've been teaching here in New York City marketable skills. I pretty much devoted most of my life since I was 28 years old to teaching people marketable software skills. Back then, it was Adobe Illustrator, desktop publishing, PageMaker, et cetera, et cetera. I founded a school back in '91 at the Fisk Building on 57th and Broadway. So what I want to share with you today is reasons why people fail online, earning online, but I also want to share with you success stories in how you can be successful working online. Now, again, if you're looking to make a quick $1,000 tomorrow, then stop the video right now. That's not going to happen. But if you listen to my technique and you adhere to my understanding of working smart online, you will have the O word, the opportunity. Now, let me be clear about something. I make 100%, no guarantees you'll make a dime. It's about an opportunity. What do I mean by that? Well, hey, you can go to a four-year college. And when I had my software training school on 57th and Broadway here in New York City, I had hundreds of students that went to Tufts, Brown, McGill University, Cambridge, Northwestern. You know what they were doing with those degrees? They were waiting tables or working in a job that had nothing to do with their degrees. So that's why I got on the bandwagon of teaching marketable software skills. Because if you can't get a job with your skill set, if you can't get a job with your university degree, what's the point? What, for shits and giggles so you can hang out with your friends and drink beer and do beer bongs? No, I don't think so. So sit back, relax. I'm going to make this about 15, 20 minutes long, but I'm going to share with you step by step how it can be done, how you can earn online by working smart. Now, before I go to any of my websites, I just want to share with you that, this is not something, this is not something that just magically happens overnight. Okay, if you just bear with me 1 second, my computer crashed right before I went live and I don't like to be late. So I'm going to take this one step at a time. If you have any questions, I'm here to answer questions. But I just want to share with you that, again, it's the opportunity. So let's think about something. All of our friends, family, relatives, Facebook people, the people we meet in line at the movies, I guarantee you, everybody you know in your life is buying something online. Would you agree with me? I certainly would agree with me. So why not have the opportunity to have your own way of them buying online from you? Now, I'm not talking about Amway or Mary Kai's Cosmetics. The reason that those businesses failed, because quite frankly, I don't want to buy your crappy shampoo, your cleaning products. I want to buy what I want to buy. Well, that's good for me. That works for me. So it's disingenuous to think that our friends are not buying on Amazon, Walmart, Williams-Sonoma, Saks Fifth Avenue, Lululemon, Dick's Sporting Goods. Of course they are. Well, you have the opportunity to be an affiliate to any of those programs for free. It doesn't cost you a dime. But here is where most people fail. Geez, Robert, doesn't sound, we're not even 5 minutes into your presentation. You're talking about failure. Yeah, I want to be very honest with you. Okay? Most people fail for a variety of reasons. Here's some of the top reasons why most people fail at trying to make money online. In no particular order, by the way. So most people fail because they didn't have the right set of training. They weren't trained properly. They were probably trained by some snake oil salesman who said they're going to make $2,000 tomorrow, and that's just not possible. Okay, I don't want to blow smoke up your skirt. I want to talk to you the same way I talk to my brother or sister, anybody that I care about, my wife. There are no guarantees to life. There's just opportunity. So the reason most people fail is their expectations are way too high. They simply just give up. They don't have the right attitude. So here's an example of this. If you were to open a ice cream store on Main Street, would you try it for a couple of weeks, couple of months? No, of course not. That'd be foolish. Nor could you, because you're probably locked into a 3 or 5 year lease. So the reason most people fail at this, because their expectations are too high. They simply just gave up. Oh, if I don't make like $1,000 by a week from Friday, that's nonsense. You have to treat this opportunity like a serious business, like any other business. Just like when you went to college, you treated that pretty seriously, didn't you? Any endeavor has to have conviction. So let me share with you a simple story. A student of mine, who I'm very proud of, as of Thursday, this past Thursday, 3 days ago, August 20th, turned 105 years old. She retired back in the 70s. She was a bookkeeper with no skills. She couldn't even type. Back when she was 96, she saw one of my YouTube videos. It sounded intriguing for her, and she signed up for my program. She listened to my videos. She bought some of my software tools. And at the end of the month, she made, are you sitting down for this? She made a whopping $35. Yes, I didn't stutter, $35. Now, to be very candid with you, if I spent 30 days doing something, I might give up too if I only made $35. But at the time, she was 99 years old. This is all new to her. But you know why she's my hero? Because she never gave up. At the age of 99, even though she only made $35 in her first month, she didn't give up. She was ecstatic. She emailed me, Robert, I made $1.38 today. Robert, I made 38 cents. Robert, I made 72 cents at the end of the month. Now, fast forward, it took her a number of months to work up to $2,000 a month. Although this past holiday, November, December 2019, she made as much as $4,700 for November and December. December, I think she made a little bit more, but it averaged about $4,700 per month. Not bad. Again, she just turned 105 years old. So for you negative Nellies and negative Neds out there, oh, I don't know about computers. How can I do this? Well, if you don't think you can make money online, tell that to Jeff Bezos. Now, enough for me looking to the camera talking to you. Let me go to one of my students' websites. Becky. Hang on one second. I need to share the screen. Pull this up. I apologize. I typically am very punctual, but my computer crashed 2 minutes before the live webcast. Now, this is one of my students. She's been with me as of Friday. She's been with me 6 weeks. Now, she has a number of what's called niche marketing affiliate websites. Now, there's no technical skills involved here. Okay? She has different niche sites. She has a fitness website, a recipe website, a home garden website. She actually has about 7 websites now. So Becky has made thousands of dollars over the past 6 weeks by working smart. And I'm about to share this with you. I'm about to share with you how my students work smart and how they earn online by not selling. I'm going to teach you how to make money without selling. Simply squeezing the sponge, working smart online. So here's a good example of this. Let's say as an example that you wanted to, apologize about not looking at the camera. I'm trying to do 2 things at once here. So just bear with me 1 second. So what if you wanted to offer, or what if you wanted to earn selling the #1 drug in the world? No, not that drug. I'm talking about coffee. Now, this is something that I found out that actually rocked my world as well. Do you know that there's 450 million cups of coffee drank every day in the United States? I found that absolutely amazing. Well, geez, Robert, how does that help make me make money online? Well, here's what most people are not thinking about. Okay? They want to go out there and they want to sell the iPhone and the computer and the expensive gizmos and gadgets and the Peloton $5,000 NordicTrack life cycle. That's great. That's very ambitious. But here's where most people fail. If you want to be successful and you're an affiliate of Amazon, Walmart, Best Buy, whatever, most people have not been taught correctly. So the first thing they want to do is put those products on their Facebook page or their Instagram page. I'm going to tell you right now, that's a recipe for failure. It's not going to work. And here's why. In fact, it's probably going to get you banned from those social media platforms. Because Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, they don't allow affiliate marketing on their platform. What I mean by that is you have to have the affiliate link go to your website. You have to have the person go to your website. And from your website, you can go to Amazon, Best Buy, et cetera, et cetera. So if you take a look at my student Becky's website, you will see that her website is not salesy. It's actually packed with information. Now, I have back-end software that I've done. I built this whole system turnkey that you can take advantage of. Now, you don't have to pay me any money for anything. Okay? If you want a turnkey system that's already pre-built for you, well, I think this just makes a lot of sense. So let's say that Becky wanted to basically make money on treadmills. Well, here's a video that she curated from YouTube using my back-end software, Working Smart 101. And she wants to share this on her social media. Now, I do have back-end software that will do this for you automatically. But let's say Becky wants to specifically take this video, which she found very engaging, very intriguing, and she wants to share this on her social media. Well, this is how easy it is to do. She simply clicks right here. Now, here's the mistake, again, people make. Do not post this on your profile page, your Facebook profile page. So if you're going to have a fitness, healthy eating, gardening recipes, cooking recipes website, then I 100% suggest that you have a fitness gardening Facebook page. So if you're going to have a fitness website, let me repeat this. If you're going to have a fitness website, you want to have a fitness Facebook page and a fitness Twitter account and a fitness Pinterest and a fitness Instagram. Say that 5 times fast. Because you don't want to kind of like Ghostbusters. You don't want to cross the stream. You want to keep things separate. So if you get back into Becky's site, what she can do, again, she would post this on her fitness Facebook page. Of course, I don't have access to Becky's stuff. And I would put some kind of opening question like, hey, have you tried any of these treadmills yourself? Do you have a treadmill you could recommend? Hashtag treadmill deals, hashtag treadmill reviews. So what I'm doing here in essence, and what I encourage my students to do, and what I teach my students to do, is work smart by posting engaging content, by riding the coattails of YouTube and Amazon and Facebook and WordPress and my training program. Okay. Now, for those of you that are new to this whole idea of affiliate marketing, what does that actually mean? Well, you don't have to own any inventory. Pretty much every affiliate program that I know is free. And you're basically posting that information on your website. But again, the mistake that most people make is you're trying to sell stuff. I don't want you to try to sell stuff. I want you to engage people. So again, if Becky wanted to sell an expensive $5,000 treadmill, she's going to be way ahead of the game when she posts not the $5,000 treadmill, but just like I pointed out a second ago to you guys that are here, she posted a 5 best treadmill review that she got from YouTube. That's working smart. Now, another thing you'll notice here is as the person is reading this article, notice the word NordicTrack and treadmill is hyperlinked. And that's going to take you right to Amazon or Amazon, in this particular case, to buy something. Now, something you're probably not aware of. You don't have to put every single product from every single affiliate store on your website. That's really a bad idea. You want to put the best selling stuff, the stuff that sells. Well, guess what? Amazon, Best Buy, Lululemon, Dick's Sporting Goods, Saks Fifth Avenue, Neiman Marcus. they're going to tell you their best selling products for selfish reasons. Oh, they're very selfish people, especially those guys at Amazon. Oh, they're very selfish. Why do you think they would do that? Because they don't want you selling their crap. They don't want you selling stuff that's not going to make you money. They want you to make money. I want you to make money. Because if you're making money, I'm making money. If you're making money, Amazon's making money if you're an affiliate with Amazon. So that's Working Smart 101. So the whole idea here is you need to get yourself a niche site. Don't have one site that sells baby clothes and bottled water and trips to Hawaii and gizmos and gadgets and cooking knives. That's going to be too confusing. Well, wait a second, Robert. Amazon sells all that stuff. Yeah, sure they do, but they also have a big, huge advertising budget. So this is basically doing this on a limited to no budget and working smart one step at a time. Now, another thing I want to share with you is, let's play devil's advocate for a second. Why the heck would somebody go to your Amazon niche website to buy Amazon products, or my website, or my student's website? What's your answer to that? Anybody? Sounds like a good question, right? Yeah, why would they go to my website to buy Amazon products when they just go to Amazon directly? Well, here's the answer. You have taken the time to meet your customers' needs, your Facebook friends, your family friends, your coworkers, people you met in line at the movies. You've taken the time to curate content to meet their particular needs, because time is money. I don't want to have to spend hours on Amazon looking for the perfect gift. So if you have curated websites, niche sites with curated content, time is money, and you'll get to know your buyers. Now, here's what I want to share with you. Coffee is a great way to attract people to your website. Wait a second, Robert, coffee. What does coffee have to do with me selling expensive gizmos and gadgets and stuff like that? Well, here's what you're not thinking about. Does the person that buys the iPhone or the expensive stereo equipment or the $5,000 NordicTrack, does he or she not drink either coffee, tea, snacks, beverages? Of course they do. So what I train my students to do, no matter what niche site they have, say they have a website for selling hubcaps, maybe they have a political website, maybe they have a shopping on a budget website, it doesn't matter. On every single one of those websites, which I do the same thing, by the way, no matter the niche, I always have a link to coffee, tea, snacks, beverages. Now, since the beginning part of this year, what's going on in the world right now, I also have a link for hand sanitizer, toilet paper, masks, et cetera, et cetera. That's working smart. So don't assume because somebody's in this category of buyers that they don't also buy this. Now, getting back to that hubcap website, it's not very likely that you're going to advertise some ballet toe shoes or tutus on a hubcap website. Although if you think about it, they could be the father of a 17-year-old girl that's taking ballet class. Okay, that can work. But let's be practical about this. So what I want to share with you is how you can unleash the power of YouTube. Those videos are already out there, curated for you. So in my WordPress website, again, this is one of my student Becky's website. I'm picking this for a reason because she did a very good job here. Look what she has here as far as categories. She has fitness videos. Excuse me. She has fitness deals. She has a health shop. And then she has recipes. Wait a second, recipes. What is recipe? Well, because that's what this is about. And then she has a complete blog. Now, guess what? She did not write any of these articles, not one. She did not create any content, original content on, excuse me, on this website. Everything in here was basically brought in here using keywords. So anybody can do this. This is not rocket science. Now, can you do this on your own without my help? Yeah, sure you can. Absolutely. But guess what? I've been in the online trenches for 25 years. It took me 1.5 years to hone this platform. And this is with all my experience. So if you have no experience doing this, don't you think it makes sense to have a turnkey solution and have a leg up on everybody else out there? Let me ask you another thing. Let's say that, forget me for a second, forget the internet, forget online, all that stuff. Let's say you're to open up a pizza store. Pizza. Here in New York City, pizza's every place. Before you open that pizza store, don't you think you'd want to talk to somebody in the pizza business? Of course you would. If you're going to open up a beauty salon, don't you think you talk to somebody who owns, maybe a couple of people that own it, maybe friends, relatives, people you know from high school, college? Of course you would. Well, guess what? I'm in the online business. I know what works. I know what doesn't work. Again, I mentioned this to start out the video for those of you that just tuned in. I've been in the trenches online since 1995, 25 years. Do I have all the answers? No, hell no. I'm constantly learning better and newer, improved techniques, and those are the techniques I take the time to share with my students. I'm a complete idiot savant when it comes to this stuff. I didn't touch my first computer till I was 28 years old back in 1987. The first program I taught myself was Adobe Illustrator. But I got so tenacious about it. Did I pull my hair out at 2 o'clock in the morning? Of course I did. Did I go, did I want to smash the computer? Sure I did. That was 87. By 91, I got so good at Adobe products that Adobe hired little old silly Robert Farrell from New Jersey to fly out to their Adobe headquarters in California to teach their staff, their software, the best way to use After Effects, Illustrator, and Photoshop. That's how good I got at this. When I opened my school in 1991 here in New York City, I didn't even have enough for an office. I basically rented a desk from an attorney on that was actually the 12th floor. The 12th floor of the Fisk building. I rented a desk and I advertised in the New York Times and the press, very small little Sunday ads, little classified ads, rent me about $600 a weekend. But within 6 weeks, I was out of that office. I basically rented an office space. Within 6 months, I had my own actual office with different offices inside the office. So even though I was small, I became the #1 go-to software training company, Desktop America, which if you go to the Wayback Machine on the Google, if you go to the Google machine and go to the Wayback Machine archive, Desktop America, that was my company. Now, the reason the company is not around anymore is after 9/11, the whole training business kind of went nuts. And I had a person I hired to take track of all my domain names. And unfortunately, she forgot to renew this domain name, which is very upsetting. And now, of course, they want like $5,000, $6,000 for desktopamerica.com. So if you want to learn how to earn the right way, once this webcast is over, I'm going to put a link in the bottom. You go to my website, opportunity.university, not .com, opportunity.university. You fill in the form. I will send you step-by-step, in-depth training. Not just what I'm talking about today. I'm talking about real, in-depth, step-by-step training. And the thing you like about my training program online is I curated a training plugin on WordPress about 12 years ago. So my training videos are very different on my opportunity.university website because you can actually write notes, type in notes underneath each video. And each video is topically titled. And each video is 3 to 5 minutes. So it's not these long-winded videos that go on forever. Now, as great as YouTube is not a learning platform. So if you want to learn how to do this the right way, you have to have the right platform. So not only can you write notes on my training videos, you could bookmark for a later day. So I'm here to help you 100% every step of the way. But I will assure you 100%, nothing will happen if you choose to do nothing. Now, in closing, I want to share something with you, which I didn't discover this until 3 days ago, Thursday. One of my neighbors, Dom, he's 95 years old. He's a World War II vet. He's one of my heroes. He ran 16 marathons. He taught school until he was 88 years old. And I meet him across the street. In fact, I'm going to meet him after this webcast. So I'm sitting there talking to Dom, and there was this gentleman that here in New York City, there's a lot of people that carry around these carts, like little hand carts, and they got baskets in them, plastic baskets. And I assumed there was something to do with delivery, but I wasn't sure. Well, it turns out this guy and many of the hundreds of other people I see here in New York City are delivering for Amazon. Now, I have Whole Foods right across the street from me in the Time Warner Center. So that becomes a curated hub where they go and they pick up stuff and they deliver it. About 3 years ago, I was very sick with a cold when my girlfriend was in Paris. And my doorman here in New York City said, you're probably dehydrated, buy yourself some Gatorade. Well, I couldn't get out of bed. I was sick as a dog. And he actually bought a couple bottles for me and brought them to my apartment. And then I went on my phone and I ordered a couple of cases of Gatorade from Amazon. I was amazed that it was at my door in 45 minutes. I was like, how is that possible? So getting back to meeting this guy on Thursday that delivers for Amazon, he carries around his cart, he fulfills his stuff at Whole Foods, and then he delivers it. So I was talking to him about working smart online. I said, you're already working for Amazon. Why not make money online with Amazon? And he was kind of intrigued by it. He's been here about 10 years. He's from Barbados. So here's what he taught me that just blew me out of the water. The subject of Rihanna came up, the pop star Rihanna from Barbados. And he tells me how she gets demonized and ridiculed for being beautiful and successful and wealthy and yada, 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 yada. Well, her response to me, Rihanna's response to this, that this gentleman shared with me, she said, hey, don't chide me for being rich and successful. Everybody has the same opportunity, which means, and this blew me out of the water, Rihanna saying this. She said, we all have 24 hours in the day. Everybody, I don't care what your income, where you're from, everybody has 24 hours in a day. Would you agree with that? I would agree with that. But I've never heard it put this way before. And I said, wow, that's amazing. So the people that ridicule her for being successful and rich, again, for those of you that just tuned in late, I'm talking about Rihanna, the pop star. I learned about this a couple of days ago, Thursday. She says, what are you going to do with your 24 hours? Everybody has 24 hours in a day. What are you going to choose to do with it? So you negative naysayers out there, and I'm going to be brutally honest, I'll look into the camera and say, and I don't mean to offend anybody, but if you don't seize the opportunity to work online the smart way, using affiliate sales and marketing, I have to look into the camera and say, you're a knucklehead, you're a fool. Because anybody that thinks that they can't make money with online sales, especially with Amazon, tell that to Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos, 27 years ago, was selling books out of his parents' garage and being laughed at because he went to Tufts University, had a great degree, yada, yada, yada. His friends and family laughed at him. Now, yes, his family did give him $5,000 and yada, 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 yada. But you know what? He's now the richest man in the world. It's not even close. In fact, let me share something with you that you're going to flip out over. You're going to absolutely go. I found out this, I guess, back in April. And I was like, what? Are you kidding me? So watch this. To share with you how much Jeff Bezos is worth, which is $185 billion. Actually, it's probably more today. 180, as of 2 days ago, he's worth $185 billion. Let's put that in perspective. And again, 27 years ago, he was selling books out of his parents' garage. So this is going to blow you out of the water. Now, I'm only doing this to share. Even I was shocked over this. So Jeff Bezos is worth $185 billion. Of course, I don't know anybody, nor will I ever achieve that amount, probably ever in my life, nor do I want to. I don't even know what I would do with that much money. But let me just put it in perspective how much $185 billion is. If you made $225,000 every single day, that's $225,000 times 365 days a year, times the beginning of time from year zero, meaning, now I'm not going to count the months, I'm only going to count the years. If I take this number and I times 2020 years, guess what? You're still going to be $20 billion short of what Jeff Bezos is what Jeff Bezos is worth today. I found that absolutely mind-boggling. Think about that. If you made $225,000 every single day for the last 2020 years, of course, none of us are going to live that long. but you still wouldn't be worth as much as Jeff Bezos. And he did it in less than 27 years. I find that absolutely amazing. So why do you want to be so foolish to think this is not possible? Of course it is. I want you to ride the coattails of Jeff Bezos. That's what I do. I'm a lazy guy. I said that earlier. I ride the coattails of Amazon, Facebook, WordPress, and YouTube. It's a winning formula along with my training program because I've been there. I'm here to help you every step of the way. I'm going to say goodbye now. But if you choose to do nothing, what are you going to do with your 24 hours? So go to my website. I'll put a link below this video. Sign up for more of my free training. And if you choose to basically get my turnkey system, I'll include a little discount coupon for that. But that's not the important part right now. I just want to educate you to how simple this can be, one step at a time. My name's Robert Farrell. I've been in the trenches online since 1995. I've been teaching marketable skills here in the city since 1987. Nothing happens when you choose to do nothing. There's nothing positive about being negative. Stay home, stay safe, stay positive. And what are you going to do today with your 24 hours? Let's see. Talk to you soon.